Hello everyone, welcome to the new session of Soil Types of India Part 2. So, some of the soil we have already covered in the first part of this particular topic, right? And the left one is laterite soil, desert soil, saline and alkaline soil, PT and the marshy soil, and soil classification in India by USDA soil taxonomy, right? So these particular topics we are going to cover up in this particular session, right? So there are different types of soil and also the soil classification in India that is given by United States Department of Agriculture, that is USDA soil taxonomy. Okay, so let us start this session with the laterite soil. The word laterite, that is a letter meaning brick. Okay, so this laterite means brick, was first applied by the Buchanan in 1810 to clay rock. Okay, so the clay type of rock, for this particular type of rock, laterite word was first time used by the Buchanan. That is hardening on exposure observed in Malabar region. But many authors agree with the farmers' restriction of this term to soil formed as 90 to 100% of iron, aluminium, titanium and manganese oxides. So they are basically having these types of salts in it, that is salts, iron salts, aluminium, titanium and also the manganese oxides. Laterite is a kind of clay rock or soil formed under the high temperature and high rainfall. So this particular soil, that is a laterite soil, it gets formed when there is a very high temperature and also high rainfall. Laterite soils are found in South Maharashtra, the Western Ghats in Kerala, Karnataka, at places on the Eastern Ghats in some parts of Assam, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and the Western West Bengal, particularly that is Birbhum district of West Bengal. So these are some of the regions of our country in which laterite soils are found. These soils are generally infertile, okay, and this laterite soils are good for growing tea, coffee and cashew cultivation. So they are basically good for growing tea, coffee and cashews. Okay, so they are not very fertile, right, but they are good for growing tea, coffee and cashews. So when matured and irrigated, when manured and irrigated, some laterites are become suitable for growing plantation crop. So these are basically the plantation crop, that is tea, coffee, rubber, cinchona, coconut and even the areca nut. So basically these when it get manured, okay, and irrigated properly, so these plantation crop can be grown in this infertile soil also. Desert soil. Second type is the desert soil. The soil of Rajasthan, Haryana and the South Punjab are sandy. Okay. In the absence of sufficient wash by the rainwater, soils have become saline and rather unfit for cultivation. So we all know that we are having a desert region, that is the Thar desert, very famous, of Rajasthan state, and some of the Haryana region are also having desert soil, and even South Punjab, okay, the south region of the Punjab state are also having desert soil, right, because they are desert because they do not receive very high rainfall, okay, and the absence of the sufficient wash by the rainwater, right, there is a lot of wash away by the rainwater earlier, so the soil become quite saline and this particular soil is not good for cultivation, right. So in spite that cultivation can be carried on with the help of a modern irrigation, but with the help of some modern irrigation technique we can use this land also for the cultivation. Indus and the Aravallis covering an area of 1.42 lakh square kilometer, or that is, so this particular region that is having the desert soil. So also the Indus and Aravalli region, they are covering 1.42 lakh square kilometers. So they are also having desert soil, right? So this particular desert soil is required lot of water, right? Or also we can grow some of the crops that require less amount of water. There are many crops that require less amount of water. Basically, there are some pulses. Some of these soils contain high percentage of soluble salts, are alkaline with varying degree of calcium carbonate and poor in organic matter. So they are not having organic matter, right? But they are having high percentages of soluble salts. It means that particular salt is available for the plant, right? And are alkaline with varying degree of calcium carbonate. Over a large parts, the calcium content increases downwards, and in certain areas, the subsoil has 10 times calcium as compared to the topsoil. So you can imagine how much calcium content is there, right? So over a large part, the calcium content increases downward. As we go downward in the soil profile, the calcium content in that is available in the soil increases. And if we reaches from the topsoil to the subsoil, that is the second layer of this soil profile, right? So it is having 10 times more calcium as compared to the topsoil. So higher degree of this calcium availability is there in this desert soil. However, in large areas of the desert soil, only the drought resistant and salt tolerant crops such as barley, rape, cotton, wheat, millets, maize and pulses are grown. But still, this desert soil can be used for growing some of the crops. But those crops are actually drought resistant and also salt tolerant crops. These are called salt tolerant crops, and such crops are basically barley, rape, cotton, wheat, millets and maize. And there are some pulses also that can be grown in this desert soil. Okay, so this is very, very important, that in which of the crop that can be grown in the desert soil. So they are basically the drought resistant and the salt tolerant crop. Okay. Saline and alkaline soil. Third type is the saline and alkaline soil. So saline and alkaline soils are found in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Very, very important. This particular type of soil is found in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, that is saline and alkaline soil. In the drier parts of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. So they are found in these states also, but that are the drier part of this particular state. There are some parts of the Bihar that are drier. There are some parts of the Uttar Pradesh that are also drier. There are some parts of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Maharashtra that are also drier. Right? So they are salt impregnated or alkaline soil occupying 68,000 square kilometer of area. So they are present in the larger area of these states, right? But basically this is found in the Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka states. These soils are liable to saline and alkaline efflorescence and are known by the different names such as ray, kalar, oosar, thar, rakar, curd and chopan. So these particular soil are well known by their different names, right? According to the different state they are found. So sometimes they are called as ray, sometimes they are called as kalar, sometimes they are called as oosar. Basically the oosar land is the name given to the land that is not very fertile, right? Thar, Rakar, Karl and Chopan. These are also some of the name that is given to this particular saline and alkaline type of soil. And that is found in the different states of India. There are many undecomposed rock and minerals fragments which on weathering liberate sodium, magnesium and calcium and sulfurous acid. So there are so many type of salt rocks, right? So when they get weathered, means the process from rock to conversion to the soil, that is called as weathering of rock, right? So in the process of the weathering of rock, they liberate some of the acid, that is sodium, magnesium, calcium salt and also the sulfurous acid. This is the sulfurous acid. And the sodium, magnesium and calcium salts are also liberated during the weathering condition. So that make the soil saline and alkaline. The accumulation of these salts make the soil infertile. So when these types of salts become available in the soil, that soil become infertile. Means that soil is not very fertile for the crop, right? And renders it unfit for agriculture. So basically they are not favored by the crops. Okay, that becomes unfit for agriculture. And it has been estimated that about 1.25 million hectares of land in Uttar Pradesh and 1.2 million hectares in Punjab has been affected by Usar. So basically this particular name, that is the land which is unfit for agriculture because of the high salt and acid content, right? And the land that is around 1.25 million hectares of Uttar Pradesh, that is having Usar land, and 1.21 million hectares in Punjab, that is also Usar land. In Gujarat, the area round of the Gulf of Khambat and is affected by the sea tides carrying salt leaden deposit. So there are having lot of salts in the sea, right? So when there is that is in the Gulf of Khambat, when there is a high tide, the water that is the salt water move toward the land, right? That is called sea tides, and that carry a lot of soil. That soil come to the land and get deposit. Okay, so the crop tolerant includes, there are some of the crop tolerant that include the cotton, alfalfa, cereals, grains, sorghum, sugar beet, Bermuda grass, tall wheat grass and the harding grass. Still, these types of crop can be grown in the saline and alkaline soil. Very, very important. Peaty and marshy type of soil. Peaty and marshy soil originate in the humid region as a result of accumulation of large amount of organic matter in the soil. So sometimes it become a marshy soil. Marshy soil means the soil that is having lot of organic matter in content, lot of organic matter content in the soil. And also sometimes it is called as peat soil, right? So these soil contain considerable amount of soluble salt, that is 10 to 40% of the organic matter, right? Soil belong to this group are found in Kottayam and Alapuzha district of Kerala, where it is called as Kari. Very important. So this particular type of peaty and marshy soils are found in the Kerala, right? Districts of Kerala, that is the Kottayam and Alapuzha district of the Kerala. Marshy soil with high proportion of vegetable matter also occur in the coastal areas of Orissa, Tamil Nadu, Sundarbans of West Bengal and Bihar, and Almora district of Uttaranchal. So this particular marshy soils we can also find in the coastal areas of Orissa. So the coastal areas of Orissa having high deposition of the vegetable matter. Tamil Nadu also, right? Sundarbans of West Bengal, very, very important. They are having a lot of marshy soil, right? And also they are found in the Bihar and Almora district of Uttaranchal. The peaty soil are quite black in color, heavy and highly acidic. Most of the peat soils are under the water during the rainy season, but as soon as the rain ceases, slow down, they are put under the paddy cultivation. Very, very important. So this particular peaty and the marshy soil are very good for growing this paddy, means rice. Peaty and marshy soils are found in the wet, humid regions of like river deltas and the marshland. So they are found in the quite wetlands, humid region, the region that are quite humid, having a lot of moisture in the air, river deltas and also the marshlands. The soil have large amount of decomposing organic matter, giving it a black color. Peaty soil is mostly submerged during the monsoon season, which is the reason the soil is used for paddy cultivation. So this peaty soil is having it become submerged during the monsoon, and this particular rice crop, that is the paddy cultivation, require a lot of water, right? So this particular peaty soil is best for growing this paddy cultivation or paddy crop. So here is the summary that the different types of soil, in which state they are found. They are having rich content in respect to the type of minerals they are found. So they are lacking also in some content, and also what type of crops that are grown in that particular soil type. So this is just a revision. That is, we have covered this particular thing in the first session of soil types of India, right? So alluvial, mainly found in the plains of Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar and Jharkhand, and they are having rich in potash and lime. Very important. So alluvial soil, that is good for having rich content of potash and lime, but they lack nitrogen and phosphorus content. And what type of crop that are grown in this particular type of soil? Large variety of rabi and kharif crops such as wheat, rice, sugarcane, cotton and jute. Very important soil, alluvial soil, right? Black or the Rigur soil, they are found in Deccan Plateau, that is Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, valleys of Krishna and Godavari. So basically this is the Deccan Plateau, right? And they are having rich in lime, iron, magnesia and alumina, potash, but they are lack in phosphorus, nitrogen and other organic matter. So the type of crop that are grown in this type of soil, that is cotton, sugarcane, jowar, tobacco, wheat, rice, etc. So this is again, black soil is also very famous for growing this particular cotton. Very important. Red soil. So eastern and the southern parts of the Deccan Plateau, Orissa, Chhattisgarh and the southern parts of the Middle Gangetic Plain, that is having this particular type of soil, and they are good in having iron and potash, but they lack in nitrogen, phosphorus and humus. The type of crop that is grown in this red soil is wheat, rice, cotton, sugarcane and different pulses. Laterite soil. Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Assam and Orissa hills. So this particular type of soils are found in these states, right? And they are rich in iron oxide and potash. Organic matter, nitrogen, phosphate and calcium is lacking in this soil. They are good for growing cashew nuts, tea, coffee and rubber. Basically, they are good for growing the plantation crop. Arid and desert, western Rajasthan, north Gujarat and the southern Punjab. So this arid and desert type of soil is found in the western Rajasthan, north Gujarat and the southern Punjab region. They are having soluble salts and phosphates, but they lack in humus and nitrogen. Only drought resistant and salt tolerant crops such as barley, rape, cotton, millets, maize, and pulses are grown in this type of soil. Saline and alkaline. Western Gujarat, deltas of eastern coast, Sundarbans, areas of West Bengal, Punjab, and Haryana. So these type of soil is found in these states, and they are having rich in sodium, potassium, and magnesium, but they lack nitrogen and calcium. Unfit for agriculture. They are not good for agriculture. So this, you can see, this is the map of India having the different types of soil that are found in India. So here you can see the forest and mountain type of soil, alluvial soil. So this is the region where the alluvial soil is found. Red and yellow. So here you can see this regions, Deccan Plateau, and also in this northeast states, some of the northeast states is having red and yellow. And black soil, this is the region of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, right? So these are having the black soil. And the laterite soil, okay? So here you can see the laterite soil, right? So some of the region that is having laterite soil. And arid, this southern Punjab, Rajasthan, and also the northern Gujarat region is having this arid soil. Okay, so the last heading, that is the soil classification India used by USDA, that is United States Department of Agriculture. So it also classified the soil, that is Elfi soil, 13% area of the country soil with a clay B horizon and exchangeable cation, that is calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sodium they are having, and the saturation greater than 50% calculated from NH4OAC, CEC, and at pH 7. So this is the Elfi soil type of soil. Next is arid soil, that is 4% area of the soil in India and arid region, such as a desert soil, and some are saline even. Next one is anti-sol, that cover 28% area in India with little or no horizon development in the profile. So no horizon, you can find different horizon. Basically the soil profile is having, but here the 28% of the Indian soil you wouldn't find any horizon, right? So that is anti-sol. They are mostly derived from the alluvial materials, and insectisols cover 39% area in India, and the young soil with a limited profile development. Soil derived from the volcanic ash are considered a special group of insectisols, presently classified under as a endipt suborder, also known as endosols. And mulisols, that is 0.4% area in India, soil formed from the colluvial material with the dark surface horizon and the base saturation greater than 50%, dominating in exchangeable calcium ion. Altisol, that is 2% area in India, soil with clay B horizon, base saturation less than 50%. And they are quite acidic leach soils from humid areas of the tropics and subtropics. So this is all about this session. So we covered the different soil types that is found in India, right? Thank you very much.